And so the end is near, and so we face the final curtain. Here we are. It's the last round of the Thundersport GB Championships for 2009. Where has the year gone? We're here. We're ready to rock and roll. Welcome to Rockingham. Well, here we are at Rockingham. It's a little bit chilly here, but I've grabbed Richard Day, or known as Sid by most of the people in the paddock. Sid, we caught you at the start of the season. You explaining about the excitement that you had for the forthcoming year. Don't know where the time has gone, but we're here, the final round. What sort of a season would you say you've had?
Well, it's passed so quickly, it's unbelievable. We've had a fantastic standard of rider, competitor. Everything's been so fast, lap records have fallen. All our riders seem to be up to British Championship times, and we're very proud to reopen Rockingham as a venue. To have our last round here, it's a splendid venue and it's been great. So I'm really sorry to see the end of the season, if I'm honest.
Well, it is the end of the season, but as we know, the next season comes around very quickly. 2010, the plans will begin. Well, they've already begun, but what are the expectations? What can we look forward to seeing in 2010?
We've got some changes, quite exciting changes in prospect. For example, we've got a British Championship coming to the Thundersport GB, and I can't announce anything right at this stage, but you need to watch this space. We are going places.
Okay, well, thanks to Sid here from Thundersport GB. He's obviously got some exciting plans for 2010. Meanwhile, here we are, we're ready for racing, and it's time to get the onboard lap of this wonderful National Rockingham circuit. So then, never been used for racing this circuit, and into the first corner here at Rockingham. It is Brook turn here. The rider just going up the inside of Adrian Wilkinson. That's who we're on board with. You'll be seeing him a little bit later on in the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s. The next turn up ahead here is a little tricky Gretton chicane. A quick right and left flick, and then hard on the knee on this right turn here, and then up through the gears, third, fourth, fifth. Very quick corner here. This is Dean. It's a double cambered right-hander because you head into Weldon here on your knee as well. And then you keep the gas as hard on as you dare before you hit the 100-yard board and down the gears into Yentwood. This has caused quite a few problems for one or two riders, as has this next section here. On the right-hander, this is Chapman Curve. And then it's into Piff Paff corner on the left. Now this is a corner that has caused, well, so many riders, so many problems. We will be seeing crashes here later, I'm sorry to say it. It's then all the way around, look at this, all the way on the left. It's the only left-hander that these guys come up against on the whole entire circuit. Then it's into Gracelands, the Elvis Presley turn itself. And then there's just one last chance of an overtaker manoeuvre. Down the gears and into Tarzan. This is the hairpin, the final corner. Two real lines you can take into this, as me and Robin will be talking about later. And then up through the gears, past the start, finish straight. That's the end of our onboard lap here.
Junior Powerbikes, Moto 450 and Mini Twins.
It's the final race of the BSN.com Junior Powerbikes, Mini Twins and Moto 450. Steve Tomes going for 4 in a row. Alex Hutchinson, I reckon he probably fancies this one. Sam Coventry as well, both gunning for second and third champs. Alex Heaton as well, number 111, fourth on the grid. He'd very much like a win. There's no Tim Jones on the grid, but Tim is the Mini Twin champion of 2009. And also just say and send our best wishes to Dave Stewartson and Marshall. He's been with us all year, but unfortunately injured himself. Dave, we hope you recover very soon.
We certainly do. Thanks very much, Steve. But down on the grid then for the last time this season, the Junior Powerbikes, the Moto 450s and the Mini Twins, and on pole, Steve Tomes. Now, Steve was having a good chat to Natalie, the grid girl, there before the start. Well, hasn't improved his start any, because Alex Hutchinson gets away. It's absolute blinder from Alex, gets away first into Brook. Steve Tomes for a moment just settling in behind him as they run way up towards Gretton. That little kink there, Steve, it also, as you can see, has a slight change of elevation there. It's a really tricky piece, this national circuit, isn't it?
It is really tricky. Actually, I went round in the course car before the start of this morning's racing, and it doesn't look like that much of a kink when you're looking at it from certain angles. And then actually when you get into the corner, it's actually a really tricky little place for a lot of riders.
Yeah, it's full of challenges, this circuit, and at the moment, Alex Hutchinson trying to capitalise on that really decent start. And Sam Coventry, well, he will be looking to have a really decent race this time. We saw him bidding it on the first lap at his early attempt, but there he is in third place, certainly the youngest rider out there, and very determined, very capable young rider indeed. And Clive White there at the head of the mini-twin battle.
Yeah, Sam Coventry needs to get himself out of that little scuffle there with Heaton, there's Paul Turner, there's all sorts of riders there. He needs to get himself out of that little scuffle, because if he doesn't finish up inside the top 4 or 5, Alex Hutchinson will take second position off him in the championship.
Well, Alex is doing his bit as far as he's concerned, getting away well, and there you can see still just maintaining the lead ahead of Steve Tomes and our 2009 Junior Powerbike champion Rob Ellesmere in third place, and there further back the second Aprilia, that's the 450 that Will Hodgson has been campaigning of late.
Yeah, that machine, we'll see hopefully quite a few of those next year in the championship. That'll be good to see. That Alex Hutchinson's doing a good job this time around. Steve Tomes has normally just got away at the front, but Alex has just got the better of him here in the early stages of this race.
Yes, yet again, we've seen this before in the earlier races, trading fastest laps at the moment. Alex, many a fastest lap, even when he hasn't perhaps had a decent finish. He's very quick indeed, but this time round, Steve Tomes currently with the fastest lap of the race, but down there in second place. Now, is this the big move? Runs around the outside. Oh, goodness me. After you, Claude. No, I don't think so. Just a little bit adjacent there. Alex Hutchinson and Steve Tomes sitting up there, and well, they'll probably be sitting down doing the crossword after this together over a cup of tea, but that was fairly bullish stuff.
No, you can't get an awful lot closer than that. We just saw a little view there of Joe Carnell. He's been putting in some wins in the Moto 450 class. There was John Good there as well, and we just saw John Coventry in the picture, who might just end up with a top 3 overall in the Moto 450 championship.
Yeah, it's been nice to see John Good get to the end of this one. He had a DNF in the earlier race, but meanwhile, Steve Tomes has squeezed his way past Alex Hutchinson. Alex just keeping it off the curbs there, but well, now look at just watching the lap times again, and Steve Tomes putting in another fastest lap of the race, and he's just enough to really break the toe to Alex Hutchinson in his second. There's Sam Coventry ahead of Will Hodgson.
Yep, Sam's done enough here. If he can keep it on the ice, he's done enough to take second in the championship.
Right. Well, I don't think Alex Hutchinson will necessarily know about that at the moment. There's Rob Ellesmere in third place. That is such a pretty little bike. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing a cripple of those either. Been fantastic all year. Last lap flag hang out to dry. Sam Coventry there, still with Will Hodgson, and then Clive White's leading mini-twin tucked in behind.
Yeah, Rob Ellesmere is looking for a ride in GP1 next year, actually, and you may well find him on an Aprilia again. We'll have to wait and see, but after a fantastic year as a champion, he is looking to get back on board those bigger machines again.
Yes, always fancied maximum power as Rob, and out the front, smooth as you like, Steve Tomes. Steve Tomes, one of the riders I think that other riders measure themselves against. If they can finish ahead of him, somewhere close to him, or around Steve Tomes' lap times, they'll be happy enough. And the checker flag being made ready, and it will be ready to greet this man, number 16, Steve Tomes. Another excellent victory for Steve. He wins it from Alex Hutchinson and Rob Ellesmere. Sam Coventry was 4th, Will Hodgson 5th, and Alex Heaton was 6th. That's the Junior Powerbike result. And Steve Tomes, once again, in the middle there, the winner. There's the final standings. The champion, Rob Ellesmere, takes it